Hi, hello, welcome Portal people. Again, you've got me and we are in the behind the scenes again, up on the top floor of the cave, and today we're going to talk about oils. Subject that lots and lots of people ask about, and it's a subject that we have to go over and over many times, so I'm just going to touch on it briefly and hopefully it will be useful and helpful. Downstairs at the cave you will have seen rows of oils like this. These will soon change to have our own labelling, but when you're looking at these you're looking at pure essential oil. So that is, it's not blended with anything, it's not altered in any way, it's totally derived from the source, and it is completely and utterly pure. And you've got many essential oils. If you're looking to use anything that's a completely neat and pure oil, one of these ones you would be looking to either, if you was going to put it in a burner, an oil burner, and I haven't bought one upstairs, I'm sorry, but we all know what an oil burner is, don't we? So if you're going to use it in an oil burner, then you would add some water and then just a tiny few drops, just 2 or 3 drops at the most, and you would burn your oil in a room. If you were looking to use that directly onto your skin in any way or anoint anything, so put it onto anything at all, you would be looking at blending it with a carrier oil. The carrier oils, so you're looking at the many types of carrier oil. This particular one that we've been using is sweet almond, but we often use grapeseed oil and rapeseed. We use an olive oil base as well, and when we're being really lavish, we use a coconut oil base, but that's very expensive. So when you're looking at these oils, you do need to be watering the oil down, either with a carrier oil so that you can use it on skin, or with water if you're going to use it to burn, to actually use the scent. When you look at, we'll just touch on something else with these as well. We used to do these for, we had a blanket price years ago of £5. It was £5 per oil, regardless of the oil, for years and years and years. However, something that you might not know, but a lot of holistic stuff, lots of changes at the moment, and they're not good changes. They're not good changes at all, and I won't get on a soapbox about it, but I'll just stick to oils. And for example, at the moment it costs more for us to buy sage oil than it does frankincense. That's just messed up. We cannot keep our prices the same because the cost of the oil to import, or the cost of the oil to get in, the actual pure oil, is varying so much. So myrrh can vary. When we order it, one week it could be £8 for, these are 10ml bottles, so it can be £8 for a 10ml bottle plus VAT for us to buy, or it could be £33. That's the highest it's been, and you never know how much that pure oil is going to be because it fluctuates on cost so much as it's coming into the country. So that's something to remember about. If you're buying oil and you see ours and it might be, I don't know, our patchouli at the moment is £7.50 a bottle, and if you find patchouli somewhere for £2, it's probably really, really rubbish, and you would not want to be putting that on your skin, and you probably wouldn't want to be breathing it in either because you don't know what they've done to it to get it in the country for that price. So something to remember on oils and price if you're buying neat oil. Let's go to our blends, which we blend. They all get blended here on this table by us. You'll see all the bottles there, all the different carrier oils and all the gumph. Right, and then you get these ones on the shop floor. So, what do? We take the original oil and we blend it with the carrier oils, a suitable carrier oil, so that you can use it for your convenience, and you can use the oil straight, neat, onto your skin. Our recipes come from, these are our books of recipes, and this one here, which is absolutely rammed full of recipes. They're from aromatherapy recipes, some of them. Some of them are ancient, old Victorian recipes going back further than that, and some of them are recipes that are actually from our own experiences. So from our experiences working with healing, working with different conditions, different situations over the years, we've developed our own recipes as well. This is why when people come in sometimes and they annoy me greatly by saying, please can I have that recipe for that, that's why the answer is always going to be no, because there are recipes and they're got highly guarded on the top floor. So going into some of the recipes, for example, the one that's healing oil. So in there you've got a light base oil, so a carrier oil, a base oil, and you've also got in there will be over 10 different oil types in there. And at the moment we're keeping these to £10. I'll be honest, I don't know how long we can do that on a blanket price, considering that these fluctuate so much. But that's what we're trying to do at the moment. We're trying to keep it at that price because we want this product to be accessible because it's so popular. Healing oil, I'll just run through a few of the uses on some of the main ones because lots of people ask us what to do with it. So a healing oil, if you're generally under the weather, if you're generally suffering with something more serious, or you've got chronic disease, or you've got anything that you feel you need assistance with, if you're undergoing any treatment or any healing at all, be it holistic or pharmaceutical with the medical profession, then this is still going to be really useful. Rule number one, you always shake a blended oil, always, because the oils have been blended together and they've all got different weights, different consistencies, so the oil might float to the top or sink to the bottom of the carrier oil. So you always give it a shake, always. This is something that you can carry around with you in your bag, and this is what people do. They tend to build a little kit of oil that they can use each day. So if you carry it around in your bag, you can be using it on your pulse points as and when you want to. You can use it on your temple there. If you need to, and you're going to hear me say this a lot, if you need instant relief, don't forget these oils are going into, these are pure essential oils in a carrier oil. It will go into your bloodstream, which is what you want it to do. That's the whole point. The instant relief is always the back of the neck because that's the easiest place to absorb. So you're looking at here, back of the neck if you really need instant relief. But you can use that oil. It's got so many oils in that are so cleansing, and they support the healing system. They support the healing process. They support the immune system. So that particular one is something that most people just keep in the bag. They pop it on, especially in winter. Pop it on the head, pop it if they're going into busy places. It just keeps the immune system and the healing process boosted up. Some things are self-explanatory. Sleep oil, problems with sleeping, again, you would give it a shake. You'll notice that some oils, and especially the ones I've bought up just because it's easier, I've got a dropper cap. We would prefer to use dropper caps all the time. However, we can't get anyone to supply us with dropper caps, so you have to get a shaker cap occasionally. It's no difference really, it's just that lots of people like the dropper caps. But again, sleep oil, you could put it on there, you could put it on your head, you can pop it on your pillow. Obviously it's oil, so it will stain, so make sure you've got an old pillowcase or a little towel across your pillow. But around your bed area, if you have problems waking up a lot in the night, hot flashes or anything like that, that will help you to get back off to sleep. If you have anything like dreams and stuff that keep you awake, that will help you to get back off to sleep. Again, always give it a shake. And we can go through various healing ones. So we do a whole chakra set, which if you need to be grounded, you feel you need grounding, or you feel that you want to access your third eye, you want to develop that area, you feel like you need work in that area, then you can use the oil. So you can carry a stone, you can do your meditation, but you can also use your oil. It's a vital part of development as well as healing, anything that's healing. I do want to touch on the comfort oil, because this is a Victorian recipe. It's based on a Victorian recipe. It's got some of our own additions as well. It's called Comfort, but it's developed largely for people who suffer with anything that's anxiety based. So anything like a panic attack or any type of anxiety at all, absolutely invaluable. Now, lots of people take the lid off. Hang on, didn't shake it. Lots of people take the lid off and they will say that it's potent. It is. It's got a real good ingredient in there. Totally organic and totally natural. However, if you're suffering from anxiety or any type of anxiety or any type of panic attack, you will know that once you start to go and you start to feel the anxiety come on, it rises through you. So if you imagine it as energy that's moving up in a spiral, it's moving. Once it's going, it's very hard to come back down from that. This is designed, it's such a good old recipe. It's designed to alter the senses and break the pattern wherever the spiral is that you're on. You could be in full-blown panic attack, or you could just be a little bit anxious, flutters, and whoa. It will break that cycle. That sharp smell, that potent ingredient will break that cycle, and it will start to bring you back down to ground so that you are, okay, I am in control. Again, there are people who carry this around with them everywhere, and you can just literally sniff the bottle, or very good place to put it, back of the neck again. Same with the menopause oil, back of the neck. It comes in, it gets into the system really, really quickly. So, excellent. The difference between Comfort and Peace oil, another question that we get asked a lot. Peace oil it's more subtle. It will not bring you from that anxiety or that panic attack. However, it may stop you, once you've got these under control, it may stop you going into that situation in the first place. So, for example, you may suffer panic attacks, or anxiety, let's say, and you may have that with you. But if you know that, and let's say you're anxious about going for treatment at the hospital or an interview or something, then you could use your Peace oil first thing in the morning before you even go out. And this is, unless you have a serious allergy against an essential oil, unless you know that you've got, do you know what, I've got quite a few allergies going on, I better check it out first. If you know